Welcome back to the Aspin Shed. We're as alluded to last video, we're going to have a go at making the cylinder head for the diesel engine. I have started on a piece of aluminium which I've got in the chuck, and it's been machined to size 32mm outside diameter and 13.5mm internal diameter to a depth of 18mm, which allows the cylinder head, bear with me a second, allows the cylinder head to the cylinder to slide all the way in to the cylinder head. So the next job is going to be putting the fins in the side of the cylinder head. I'm sounding a little bit not with it this morning, aren't I? Not very fluent. Anyway, I hope you can follow what's happening. I have got my Chester lathe set up the way I like it. I've fitted it with a quick release tool holder, and I've got all my tools nicely lined up on the shelf. So I've got my high-speed steel at the top, and I've got my tools with the hardened tips on the bottom. I'm just going to shut down for a second, and I'll come back when I've had a look at the drawing to see how wide and what position the fins are. What I'm hoping to do is able to go in with my cut-off tool and cut the fins to depth. So I'll be back in a secondo. Right, I think I've got it sorted. There is 6 cuts or 6 fins cut into here, and the fins are, according to the plan, are 1.3mm, and the cut is 2mm, so that's overall of 3.3mm over a distance of 19.54, which roughly equates to 6 cuts. So I've set my slide to 0 with the cutter just touching the work, and I've also set my compound to 0 with the blade, the outside of the blade, up against the work. So as far as I know, we've got one turn of the compound from 0 to 0 equates to 1mm. So for my first cut, oh, the other thing is my blade is 2.2mm wide and not 2. So I'm going to compensate for that by instead of doing the cuts 1.3 3 millimeters. The fins 1.3. I'm going to do 1.1, and hopefully it'll all work out to the end. I have done a couple of test cuts to make sure I got the space in, and they appear to be somewhere near. Oh, the depth of the fin is 6 millimeters, I think. Bear with me, I'll have to check again now I've thought about it. Yeah, the bottom of the fin is 20 millimeter diameter. The outside of the stock is 32, so that's 12 millimeter difference, so that's 6 millimeter depth. If I go any deeper, I will cut into the inside. Right, so let us progress and move to the first cut. Right, so I'm just going to back my slide off a little bit, and then we're going to go no, I've got to go 2 point, I've got to move 3.1 for the first cut. So that's 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, and to make that 0.1, 3 millimeters, 0.1. So that's going to be the first fin. There is going to be 1.1 millimeters wide. Then there's a 2.2 depth of cut, and then we'll do this, move it the same again. So there goes nothing. Bring it into the, should start cutting any second now. There we are. Ooh, squeaky, squeaky. Oh. It's cutting now. I'm not going to go to full depth, I don't think. If they were to power feed this, I can't get it to go slow enough. And kept a check on where I am. Ooh. Didn't like that, did it? Right. It was getting gummed up there. Got to keep the spray handy. This is not WD, I haven't got any. This is GT85. It's got PTFE in it. be doing the trick. No, I've got a phone call. Right, we've got one started. A little bit thin the first fin, but it'll be alright. So for the next one, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 0.2. That's what it should have been. In fact, I'm going to go 0.3. No, yeah, 0.3. Mark this one. That looks better. I think I'll get all the positions first and then come back and take them all to depth after. Stop that one there. This is where the counting is difficult, isn't it? So get myself in a knot here if I'm not careful. Right, that's where we started that one. Yeah, right, still on. And what I need to do is re-zero this. Oh, you can't see me on that one. Re-zero the compound. And then I can count. 1, 2, 3.3. Stopped cutting for some reason. Right, 0 indicator, and 1, 2, 3, right, 3. So it's starting to look like fins. First one's a bit thin. Now the other thing I've got to do is drill the 4 location holes in the top. The holes for it are already drilled in the crankcase, and I'm hoping to find a bit of G-code that I marked and drilled the first one. So if I can find the same again. With a bit of luck. You can drill or mark the holes for drilling. Right, I just want to do one little thing now. The total depth of this was 19.54. So the end game is going to be right there, supposedly, just so we've got a reference. At the moment we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we might just make it. So, reset the dial, and 1, 2, 3, right, 3. I have got my carriage locked while I'm doing all this. The only odd thing about this machine is on this dial 1 revolution is 1 millimeter of travel. On the cross slide 1 rotation is 2 millimeters, just to catch you out. Seems to be cutting alright. Running it a bit slow at the moment, but I don't know about you, but when you're plunging in like this, there's always a chance of it catching and breaking the tool and messing up your work, so Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey, as they used to say. Got to part this off in the end, obviously, so that'll be a bit of fun. Out, reset, this is going to be more luck than judgment. 1, 2, 3.3. Now our total area that these fins should encompass was 19.54, where I put that mark, and we were within a couple of hundredths of a millimetre of that mark, so I think we'll settle for that. And the parting off tool I had wasn't the right size it required for a 2mm, which is at least 2.15 I think, if not 2.2. Right, what I'll do is I think I'll take all these to final depth. I don't think anybody needs to see me do that, and then I'll come back. Of course you can't see anything when I've got my bottle there, can you? Never mind, you might be able to see from this one. Right, isn't that clever? Right, let's see how deep we have gone. This one, pull this out. I did set a 0 on the cross slide, so if we take this back to 0, that should be a surface. And we go in. That's 1mm. 2mm, 3mm, that's 4, so it's coming up to 4mm, we've got another 2mm to go, so we'll just put them all there and then I'll come back. I might have a cup of tea as well. Right, and I'll be back in a minute or 2 or 3.